are you doing? I know all the TikTok tutorials, they say we should not start greeting people, because if you greet people, they will just swipe to the next video. Like, okay, but that's not what I do. I'm not creating TikTok content. I am just reporting things. This what I do is commercial, so usually I have the correct is that I'll be paying TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook to promote this content, because this content is commercial. I'm selling a product here, which is the Bring Civilization Back Trust. Today I'm going to talk about the Bring Civilization Back Trust, BCB Trust, okay? Which is the fund that I established in 2019, 2021, second year now, which belongs to LEGroup, which is my business, LEGroup Industries. It's a export-import business. I do international sales. And the focus of this fund is to compensate all the damages and losses the market has suffered because of globalization, computers, social media, online media, which is all this universe of commerce and of commercial services, would be the proper word, that has been damaged and used, abused, copied, like embezzled, defrauded at extreme levels of cruelty, okay, which I have faced firsthand. I have my business, my own business for like 14 years now, and I do business internationally. I'm physically present in, when I say physically, means that I have been to that market, that I have local documents, that I have traveled there, that I met customers and suppliers face to face in 7 countries. So I am present in Brazil, Argentina, America, Thailand, United Kingdom, Italy, Ireland, and Thailand. So 7 countries. The Dubai, Tripoli, and Malta a bit more transient, just trade shows, but I do have a presence in those 7, and now I'm starting Vietnam. Okay, so I'm international in different markets, but I face a problem. Which is the problem? You see this? This is painting. I have to do in my house, and then you say, why are you not painting this? Okay, because I am waiting for payments. So I have to have payments to process the painting of a simple wall in my house. Okay, why? Because I didn't receive the payment. And then you say, Augustin, you're a sales guy. What have you been doing in the past 2-3 years? Collections. That's all I do. Collections. It's like the more I work, the more lawsuits I earn. So it's not that I get paid. It's not that I get a thank you. It's just a lawsuit. It's just more problems, just more complaints about people that they have to pay me. And I'm like, pay. So what do you do for work? I talk about payments. The commerce has been going so down the hill and getting worse and more degraded every year that I would say that I started my career. Let's go by the beginning, okay? I started doing sales in 1994. At that time, to talk to a customer would be something very important. So I would apologize, explain why I want to make a meeting, and that's not only the United Kingdom, everybody's fancy and gentleman. No, all over the world there'll be a respect, because that's the customer, that's somebody who will say, you know what, I want to buy that product from you. Okay, so that was changing, because in the beginning I used to go through some protocols, which maybe we only had that with Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth of England, maybe today to talk to, because even the president of Trump or Joe Biden or Bill Gates, you just WhatsApp him, okay? But I mean that the case like for everybody, okay? But maybe to talk to the Queen, maybe we still need some protocols, okay? So that was kind of a common sense, like everywhere. So usually, if you would talk to your mom to ask for some money for school or something, you would say, look, I have to talk to my mom tomorrow. Now just WhatsApp, send a picture of what you want to spend, boom, there on WhatsApp. Okay, so all this culture was eliminated, and that was gradually. So if you say, what are you selling? I remember one hotel, I used to work in a 5-star hotels, and in the training, the sales training, they would say, Augustin, you are not selling hotels. You're not selling hotel rooms. You are selling a dream. So I would talk to the customers and make them feel that staying at that 5-star hotel would be part of a dream, of an experience. So that's how sophisticated sales used to be. Now they just go online and they compare a few pictures and they see on a random stocks market exchange process, like which hotel is cheaper and the distance, like that's about it. Like there's no glamour, there's no culture, there's no please, there's no I would like to, it's just press OK and pay. And then all this culture has been removed. And now we are today where, if you ask me, what are you selling, Augustin? Like payments. I'm selling myself. I'm selling. Look, you have to pay. You're selling I do not even know what I'm selling today. Like 1 year ago, if you make the same question, 1 year ago, 2020, at the beginning of the pandemic, I was Augustin, what are you selling? I am selling $5.99. What is that? That's the price of the rice per metric ton. I'm selling a number because that's all I can talk about. It's $5.99, and I see that will work, then if you ask me before that, 2019, 18, Augustin, what are you selling? I'm selling price. And it's why are you selling price? Because I'm explaining how much something costs and the price, and people just want to talk about price, okay? Before that, what are you selling? I was known, I would say, from 2014 to 2018 as the rice guy. In Dubai, in Arkansas, in Louisiana, in Argentina, in Thailand, in Portugal, Brazil. Augustin, what is I'm selling rice, and now we'll be talking about rice. Then I'll talk about price. Then I'll be talking about $5.99, and now I'm talking about payment. Do you pay? Don't pay? I pay? Don't pay? That's all I'm talking about. And do you think is that a nice reality? No, it's not. And that's why we created the Bring Civilization Back Trust 2019. And then again, but I haven't changed the word. I just created a fund, and now I'm selling the fund. And the fund is to restructure this sales life that used to exist before globalization, before internet, before WhatsApp, which is a bit more nice. And that's something that made people happy, because that's something nice, interesting to talk about. Because you say, okay, everybody's saving money because you're not spending money on sales now. Now we just go. You are not, okay? And that's going to be another video where I'm going to explain all the psychological problems, all the cultural problems, and how people are not making the best decisions. They're spending the money in the wrong directions. They're having a boring lifestyle. The increase of consumption of drugs, alcohol, psychiatric pills, depression, they're going skyrocketing. Okay, why? Because the sales guy is already, this is me, hello, how are you? I used to be the guy that I would go everywhere and say, hello, how are you? And everybody would be like, Augustin, you're back to Los Angeles. When are you coming back? I have invitations. I still have those invitations. Augustin, okay, come for a coffee in Rome. I have that invitation. I know, but that's $4,000. You're going to pay my ticket and everything. Okay, let's do it online. And then it does not work, and then you have depression, you have all these problems. So this is one example, okay? Talking about this late business, I was defrauded crazily by globalization. It's a company called Grupo Minar. They're in Brazil. It's owned by Alexandre Almeida and his brother Alexander Almeida. So Alexandre and Alexander, double A. Okay, so that guy, he embezzled me in 2018. It was a horror show, very cybercrime, which is another topic of the Bring Civilization Back Trust, which is cybercrime, because of this panorama I'm explaining, there's a lot of criminality on it. There's this big crime, criminal background, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's okay, it's cheaper. Now we have cut off all the sales distribution, the sales process. There's no trade shows. Everybody's saving money online. But who is making money? And those people that lost money, were they asked? Have I ever received, in my case, this termination contract? Whatever, okay, let's just jump to WhatsApp and not pay Augustin anymore. There was a termination contract. There was something, Augustin, you know what, we're closing your... No, they just, boom, they dump you away, they went to WhatsApp, they delete and block, which is the new normal, which is criminal, it's bad. So this goes to criminal law, and then is when we like the BRIC Civilization Back Trust has two big branches. Okay, one is to reestablish the sales process, which means let's make this. It doesn't need to be printed. We still can save paper, but this is an example of how slate used to be sold. So this is a picture of Italy, and America has the same things in Vermont, which explain the history of the slate, where it comes from, the labor, the machinery. So this is our education. I will be talking about all of this. I'll be telling the history of the slate, and then there will be a price. And then somebody would say, oh, there's another guy who comes from Vermont in the USA. It's a bit cheaper than you are. And then we'll be talking techniques, and we'll be saying, okay, because in Brazil, the slates, the slab slates, they just crack. You don't need a machine to do that. They just open up by themselves. Okay, because the currency exchange in Brazil. So there will be some certain conversation where you justify where something's cheaper or not. That will be my presence. I'll be talking, I'll be explaining, I'll be showing videos, I'll be making the customer taste and touch. Look, this is slate from Brazil, this is slate from there, and they'll process a purchase. Okay, now you don't need nothing on that. Just WhatsApp somebody random, and then you get it. Okay, and then you cut off the sales guy, which is my case, and you don't have to pay him. And you're like, oof, how would that process? How they manage to do that? Through scamming, through stealing. It's fraud. It's crime. And that's why I keep interviewing attorneys every day. Like yesterday, I have a quick interview with a new attorney from California, which was interesting because I found him on social media, and he's a millennium, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a new guy, so he may follow cybercrime and cyber laws. He works with labor laws and labor rights. So I contact him and I said, look, Ryan, okay, his name. I just said that, okay, I'm not mentioning anybody here, okay? And then I said, look, can you take these cases and cybercrime, cyber law, it's different jurisdictions, like, oh. And then he answered straight away, he said, oh, you have to go to your local jurisdiction where you're based, which is Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm back to the 1800s. So I had a bit of a fantasy that maybe in 2021, this new guy that just is fresh from a law firm and then from law school, and seems he's starting now. So I thought, well, maybe there's something new here, and he's going to understand cybercrime, cyber laws, and what we need in the whole world today. And no, his answer was the same I got for like 20 years. So I was back to the 1800s, and then is when we go back to politics and diplomacy and everything. We're complaining and fighting and struggling to build it up, which is the future. Okay, this what I do is the future. So and I'm a pioneer, and my lawsuits are very pioneer. I did not know. I'm probably one of the first ones in the whole world to do the lawsuits and the cases I have. But they're all moving, and there's a Hispanic say that says lies have very short legs, and that's more that crystal clear with all the scandals of defamation and fraud that some parties committed against me in order to embezzle and scam my company, my results. And they made it pretty quick, but now 3 years later, all I get from them is ghosting, not responding, silence. That means they have nothing to talk about. Lies have very short legs, and the truth is here, solid and stable. Same person, same guy. I'm here, even with this is like 30 years old. This is from the 90s, okay? And this is the Slave Valley in Italy, which is one of the industries that we want to recover once the funds are available. I'm going to work in Italy and try, even Vermont, maybe in the USA, try to reestablish a bit of civilization as life used to be before all this. If I'm being bombarded by social media, by PCs, by WhatsApp, like it's the apps and the whole madness we have in the world today, which is all online. And that's why we'll go back to regulations and all that. So stay tuned, and thank you for being here. And please do contact us for inquiries and everything. And greetings from the current country I'm here is Argentina. So greetings from Argentina. and I am based again, so it's a bit of greetings from Thailand / Argentina / Vietnam / the United Kingdom / America / the Republic of Ireland / Brazil / Argentina / Malta, and perhaps / Libya in Africa as well. So look, Augustin Casser is here, and do keep following us, okay? Thank you. All right, cheers. Oh, and I'll do my hair again.